The man only intended to perform a deep-sea escape magic trick, but the moment he jumped in, the key slipped out of the lock. He didn't notice at the time, thinking everything was still under control. However, when he reached for the lock, the key was nowhere to be found. The man immediately panicked. He began frantically searching the seabed, but the surface was covered with smooth pebbles, making it impossible for him to find it. His oxygen was running low. The lack of oxygen was making his head spin. Worse still, he was entangled in heavy chains and lead weights. Swimming to the surface was impossible. The man tried with all his might to pull on the chains, but the chains were too heavy to pull. On the surface, the audience, unaware of what was happening, continued clapping. They assumed the man was simply adding suspense to the performance. At this moment, the man's assistant realized something was wrong. He usually reappeared within 10 minutes, but this time he had already exceeded his allotted time underwater. Seeing the critical situation, she immediately dived in from the other side. Sure enough, she saw him struggling. She quickly gave him a breath of oxygen. After taking a deep breath, he regained some strength. Then the assistant began searching for rocks. Fortunately, they found the key. It was stuck in a crack between two rocks. The man immediately went to get the key. He dared not waste a second. The moment the lock opened, he kicked it and then swam upwards with all his might. When he finally broke through the surface and breathed the free air for the first time, the crowd erupted in enthusiastic applause. They thought it was part of the performance. In fact, no one knew the man had almost died underwater.